So I left school at 16, and I was weighing up my options. Do I go to sixth form? Do I go to the Isle of Man College? And eventually I chose the Isle of Man College. Seems like a natural place for creatives to go. And I did the multimedia course. So that comprises of stuff like photography and video recording, sound recording, right the way through to graphics, and quite a varied course. And then in the second year of that, I was able to specialise, and I chose photography. When I left the Isle of Man College, I went off to Kingston University in London. I did photography there as well. A little bit of graphics involved in that. Not as much as I do now, but it was good to keep those skills, in the front of my mind, keep them fresh. And then I came back to the Isle of Man in 2013. Did that typical student thing of, I don't know, what am I going to do? I need a job. I've got bills to pay now. I'm kind of an adult. So I got a job in retail. It was a tech-based job. It was selling computers and stuff like that. So I kind of kept my finger on the pulse with technology. And then 2 years into that, the job at Banks Telecom came up, and I thought, yep, I'll have some of that. That fits with who I am and what I want to do, and the rest is history. Yeah, so my job is really varied, to the point where there'd be a morning I could be doing some video work, and an afternoon I could be out taking photos of the engineers for website work or reports. It encompasses quite a lot of sound work and video work as well. It's quite the variation of my job keeps things fresh, keeps things really fresh. I never get much chance to sit still and get complacent in one kind of discipline, which I think is really good, keeps me on my toes. But it's as I say, it's a really varied job. I love it to pieces. No, I mean, the best thing about working in the job that I do is, you get to be part of the big product announcements, not even, just the Manx Telecom product announcements, but the bigger ones for stuff like Xbox and PlayStation and Apple and all these big technology announcements. And it's great to be able to take that and share it with everyone. And you're the person behind the adverts that everyone sees. And that's really what's the word? It's really I don't know if fulfilling is the right word, but it's really it does give me that sense of pride, absolutely. Even just yesterday I was working on stuff for the new Apple Watch that came out, and just getting those adverts up ready for social media. I mean, they're flat graphics, so that's just another side of what I would do. We do have some digital stuff coming up, motion graphics, stuff like that. I think it's don't box yourself in too much. Kind of do what anything that you think I want a piece of that. Get out there and do it is my advice. Don't be so don't be afraid to show people what you're doing. I think that was a big thing for me when I was at college, and it was I have to get up and show people what I'm doing. I have to stand up in front of my peers and say, oh, this is what I've done. And there's always that in your in your heart. You think, oh, well, people don't like it. What if they shoot me down? But 9 times out of 10, you'll get a lot of good feedback out of it. So don't be afraid to share your ideas and keep working at what you want to do. I came back because, quite frankly, I was sick to death of London. It's too busy. I can't do it. I prefer things. I like to know where I am, and I like to know, oh, there's such and such, there's Tom from down the road. I like that. And for me, the Isle of Man I think from the outside world it's got that perception of being slightly backwards, slightly it's 50 years ago down there. But coming home and being able to get a job that's very much proving that wrong, and say, we've got fibre delivered to these places, and we've got the latest technology in the shop, this, that, and the other. It's just it's nice. And then from a personal level, I'm in the process of starting a family. I've got a 10-month-old son, so it's just that security of him being on the Isle of Man. I mean, it's something that, you know, it's always in the back of your mind, you know, where am I going to be, you know, and now especially having a family to provide for, I do have to think a little bit further ahead than I used to. I used to just take things, you know, on a month-by-month basis or even a day-by-day basis. You know, when you're a student, it's, oh, am I going to eat my tea later? But, you know, now I'm very much happy where I am, and I think the role I'm in, there's always something new coming. There's always another product launch that's going to happen, or there's always, you know, we're going to roll out fiber to more places, and, you know, just get that over the line, get it out to customers, I think is something I'm quite sort of proud to be a part of.